What's up guys? Thank you for stopping by to check out this new video. Today, as usual, we'll be making a lo-fi beat with the aim of creating those nostalgic and sentimental vibes that we love to hear from this type of music. If you aren't doing so already, please consider clicking that subscribe button, liking this video and sharing with your friends so you can contribute to the growth of this community and motivate me to keep making these videos. I've got this smooth guitar sample already loaded into Ableton that we'll chop up, but first of all, let's take a listen to it. So to start the beat making process, I've set the tempo of the project at 75 BPM. This is slightly slower than what I usually work at, which is between 80 and 85, but that's because I want this beat to be even more laid back than usual. Now to match the sample that we have to that tempo, I'm going to change the pitch of the sample. So to make it faster, we pitch it up. To make it slower, we pitch it down. And we'll just find the perfect pitch so that the sample fits our 75 BPM. Let's do that now. So since this specific sample doesn't really follow a set tempo, it sounds good at either one semitone higher or two semitones higher. Two semitones higher sounds a bit rushed to me, so I'm going to keep it at one semitone higher and we can adjust the sample in more detail when we chop it up. To chop up the sample, I like to start with Ableton's automatic slicer in region mode, which basically slices the sample up into evenly spaced chops. I will start with 8 different chops and then I'll convert that into a drum rack where I can then adjust each chop separately at will. On Ableton, to convert a chopped sample into a drum rack, you can right-click on the sample in Simpler and select Slice to Drum Rack. On the push to, you can click this Convert button on the left-hand side and then select Drum Rack from the top. Let's chop it up and see what nice melodies we can come up with. I was messing around with another section of the original sample just off the camera here, and I came up with this nice little counter melody that harmonizes the melody we just made. So I'm going to record that in now and it can serve as a sort of chorus to add more variation to the beat. To give a more lo-fi aesthetic to these melodies, I added 3 plugins. The first one is Halftime, a free plugin which warps and lowers the octave of the sample. I set the warp mode to 8th notes and set the plugin to cover only a certain frequency range. Then I set the mix level to only 10% so that the main sample is still dominating the sound, but there is a lower octave level filling in the low end. I then added the Semantics Origin plugin. This downsamples, saturates, warps the sample, and also adds a low pass. Finally, I raised the stereo width covered by the sample using the stock Ableton utility plugin. I'll give you a quick A/B before and after the effects. Now we can go ahead and put some drums over these melodies to turn this into a beat. I already went ahead and picked some drum samples which I think sound quite nice. To keep in line with the laid back nostalgic feel of a sample, I picked out some really simple drum sounds and I'll keep the drum pattern super simple as well. I picked out this deep kick, a nice short but punchy snare, and a short simple resonant hat. So So I'll go ahead and record something in and hopefully it'll sound pretty decent. For the bass, again, I want a really simple pattern just to fit the drums and the sample. So I'm going to just follow the kick and the root notes of the sample. Remember, when it comes to this type of music, there's no denying that often the simpler the better, especially if you want a vocalist on the beat. And that really isn't an easy thing to do. Trying to pick a few sounds that sound really good together, good enough to end up making a full sounding beat, is pretty difficult. So for this bass, I'm not going to go over my bass effects chain because I already did that in detail in my previous video, which you can find here. For now, let's record the synth. Thank you again for stopping by my channel today. I really appreciate every single one of you. I also hope you like the video and the beat. I'll probably go ahead and add a few more textures and maybe release this one to streaming services. You can find all my links for that and my social media stuff below. Apart from that, have a great week, guys. Stay safe and keep it easy. Peace.